module. So logging is a one predefined module, sir. This is the one predefined module name in Python. So we are using some sys module, OS module, time module, same like that. Logging is also one of the predefined module which is used for to create the which files? Log files. Sir, generally what is the meaning of the log file? What is a log file? Forget about Python. General ga, what is the meaning of the log files? Files. Sir, whenever in your college days in engineering or MCA, once you need to go to the lab, there is one lab in charge is there. He will maintain one book. In that, he will written all the details. On 9 o'clock, BTech second year, third semester, something students came, 9 to 11, next 11 to 1, 1 to 3, 3 to 4. He can maintain one book or not? That book is nothing but log book. Suppose in nowadays, everyone is having mobiles, internet is there. 15, 20 years back, all our internet centers are there. Once you need to go to the internet center, the internet boy can maintain one book. Their cabins are there, cabin numbers, time will be noted. That is called as a one log book. We have to maintain all the log information means we have to maintain details. The files are ready to open. Index. So that is called as a sir. We have to track all the records. Sir, what is the use of this log file means? For example, there is one server is there. This is the server. So the server maintained by me, I am maintaining the server. In the server, I provided some application. I am providing some service just like Book My Show server is there. So many people are there from the client. Client is nothing but maybe your mobile app or maybe browser, web client. They are connecting to the server and they are booking the tickets. Connecting to the server, sending request, getting response. Sending request, getting the response like that going on, they're going on, fine. Suddenly at one point of time, my server is not working. I'm not maintaining any log file. So midnight, suddenly it was shut down. I don't know that thing. Exactly midnight at what time it will shut down. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. When it was shut down, how can I identify? Instead of that, if I'm maintaining one log file, I created one log file means log file is not but one empty file. Suppose I want to go to the ABC dot some log file I maintained. Here I'm writing, suppose this is the client 1, this is the client 2, this is the client 3, client 4. Okay, first client, he is sending request 9:30 p.m. I processed, completed. Second client, sending the request 9:45, processed. Third client, sending the request 11:30, completed. Fifth client, sending request 2:30 a.m. I processed. After that, no request. After that, there is no log file. Generally, server means 24/7 it is running. Minimum anyone people, 3 o'clock or 3:30 in US people, someone is accessing my site. After 2:30, asalu no request. Then I will get some clarity. Until 2:30, my server is working. After that, it is not working. Morning 9 o'clock, I opened log file, I can check it. After 2:30, single request is also not there. So by using this file, I can identify how many requests came from to the client, how many processes successfully, am I getting any exception? The complete flow of the application maintained into one file. That file is application. Such type of file is nothing but which file? Log. And up to now, whenever I'm writing enter first number, second number, division, I'm getting 0, 0 error, value error. That messages are available only in the console only. Am I stored it anywhere? No. Once program is closed, yes, that will be gone. Now my requirement is I want to I want to save that exception information, how my application is flow, the complete flow stored into one file. Such a type of file is nothing but which file? Log files. It is mainly used at the time of debugging. Where debugging time, these files are useful. What is the meaning of the debugging? అంటే ఇది at the time of entry point of view, not that much of important. Once getting the job internally, how to maintain log files, how to store the applicant information, very important. Entry point of view, no one can ask about these things. Because once you are getting experience, if you are claiming any 2 years, 3 years experience, then they can ask how to create a log files, how to store information. As a fresher, entry point of view, not important. After getting job, very, very important, this logging module. So log file is a one file which can store complete flow of the information. Such a type of files are log files. What is the advantage of at the time of debugging the programming? Debugging means in your program something goes wrong. Output is not coming properly. What is the reason for that? In C language also, you have written some 20 lines of code. Output is not coming. What is the problem? You have to do step by step analyzation. That is nothing but debugging process. To identify the reason why my program is not working, such a type of technique is called as a debugging technique. So for that, Python provided simple module, logging module. They're making logging module. It is highly recommended to store complete application information. It is highly recommended complete application flow and exceptions that are point information to a file. This process is called as logging. So the main advantages of logging are, first one, we can use log files while performing debugging. Second one, we can provide statistics like number of requests per day. Number of requests to statistics means just I'm telling now. Client to server every day how many requests came, how many completed, how many not completed, what is the reason. I have to maintain one file. To implement logging, One inbuilt module logging. Logging levels. Logging levels. So at the time of to maintain log file, based on information, the logging level will be decided. For example, one patient came to the hospital. Doctor will tell his condition based on his, suppose the patient is the accident patient. Then doctor will tell about his condition is very critical. Within 1 2 hours, we have to tell his position like that. He will tell. If the patient is the fever, in that fever, different types are there. Maybe it is a normal viral fever. Okay, no problem. He will give medicines or no issues. If the fever is dengue fever or typhoid or malaria, suppose the patient is corona patient, then ho gaya. So based on his disease, he will tell critical, major, okay, minor. Based on that, he will give the some what we have to tell his situation. Same like that. Depending upon information, the logging data will be divided into the 6 levels. Same like that. Ante something goes wrong application. That is critical, major, minor. For example, sir, in this Facebook, in the login to Facebook, by mistakenly K is not there. Is it affected to functionality? Nothing. No problem. Because of K missing, functionality not affected. Suppose login lo I missing by mistakenly, typing mistake. It is not affected functionality. So it is not critical major, some minor error only. Suppose I'm entering correct username, correct password, still login is not working. Then it is highly major functionality. Suppose forgot password link is there. Once I clicking on that, it is not working. So based on type of error, we have to decide it that error is major, minor, critical. They have to decide it. How it is decided while writing of programming, while experience, we will get it. It's very important. Light, minor, major will be decided. That is called as what it is logging levels. Depending on type of information, logging data is divided 6 levels they can divided. First one critical, or else this number is 50 status code, that is a fixed, and you can give critical or else you can give number 50. Then it will be decided, okay, it is a critical error. First we have to resolve these type of errors. Critical or the status code 50. 50 is the fixed number. Represents a very serious problem that needs high Attention. Second one, error. The number is 40. Represents a error. Warning. Number 30. 50, 40, 30. Represent a warning message. Some caution needed. It is an alert to the programmer. Information 20. Just it will give some message. Represents a message with some important information. Debug. Message with debugging info. Not set. 0. Represents that level is not set. Maybe 6 levels. కాదుగా నన్నేనే అనుకోలేదు కానీ critical error warning info debug not set. Completed. So now how to implement the logging means, if I want to do the logging, first of all, one file is required. In this file, I want to store the data. The file name, anything I can provide it. For example, if I'm given some abc dot log file. In this file, I have to write all the application information. For that, we have module name is logging is the module name. Inside there is a function is there basic config is the function. This is the one function available in this module. In this basic config, you have to provide two arguments. Inside you have to pass one is file name. Second one is logging level. File name means abc.log. Level, which level? That 6 levels, one level you can provide it. That error is critical error warning. Suppose if you are mentioned level 30 or else you can give warning. Then it will store warning and higher level messages. These three messages will be stored into this file. If I am given least value 10 debug, then any error it will catches all the five debug, info, warning, error. Which level you are mentioned, that one and upper level messages will be stored into the log file. If I am given 50, only it will store critical messages only. If I am given 40, error critical. If I am given 30, warning, error and critical. So first, one file is required. That file can be created by using basic config. It is available to logging module. How to implement logging? How to implement logging? To perform logging, first we required to create a file to store messages. To perform logging, first we required to create a file to store messages, and we have to specify which level messages we have to store. We can do this by using basic config function of logging module. Basic config is a one function available in logging module. Logging dot log.txt comma logging dot warning. The above line will create a file with log.txt, and we can store either warning level or higher level messages to that file. Log.txt file created, and we can store either warning or higher level messages will be stored. Sir, after creating a file, we can write messages to that file by using the methods, that is module name dot debug, first method. Instead, you can write any message, that is your wish. Hello, 2, 3, 4, 5. Info, warning, error, critical. These are all the predefined functions. Example, write a program to create a log file warning and higher level messages. Warning and higher level messages. Initial. Go to test.py. First module name import. The module name is so now module name dot basic config is the function inside the file name log dot txt. I want to provide a level equal to logging dot warning messages. Then it will store warning and higher level messages. Print means it is just printing in the console, not in the log file. This is logging module demo program. How to provide a message? First, logging dot debug is the function inside. This is debug message. Next one, info warning error critical. 5 messages I can provide it. Sir, here total 5 messages I can provided there. Debug, info, warning, error, critical. But here what is the message I provided? Warning. So what it will store? Warning and higher level. And in my file, warning message, error message, critical messages will be stored. Run the program. Type error takes 0 positional arguments, but 1 was given. Inside it is accepting keyword arguments. I'm given positional argument. Akkada mistake chesam. Yeah. I have to give file name. Now, logging module demo. Go to this. Check with L log.txt file. Today, now 10 o'clock, the file was created. Open the file. The information, 3 informations are available there. Warning, root. This is warning message, error message, critical message provided there. What is this warning? Class name. What is this root? Later on I will explain. I want to give my own names also instead of the root. Okay. For example, in this one, debug number and 10. Logging dot warning, instead of that, I can give directly level equal to 10. So once I given 10, 10 is the debug. So it will store debug, info, warning, error, critical. And 10 ఉన్నాయి 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Previously already how many are there? 3 are there. Once I execute the program, total 8 are available, or the 3 will be override with this 5. 8. Total 3 plus 5, 8 are available, or the 3 will be overridden with this 5. Override. Override means old one will gone. Latest 5 only available there. 5 or 8. 5. Total 8. 5. Program execution done. Open the file. Total 8 statements should be available there. It's not overriding. The previous execution 3. Now execution 5. Because log file means morning to evening I'm running my program so many times. Every time the information will be stored. Log files maintained to text files only. Suman. బాబు గారు ఏం చేయాలి? అర్థంగా వదిలేయటమే. చెప్పాగా ఇది అంత ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఏం కాదు, చెప్తలేరా ఇంకా ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇంకా దీని స్టోరీస్ చాలా ఉంది సినిమా దీనిది. చెప్పాగా దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆర్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఆఫ్టర్ గెట్టింగ్ జాబ్. వైల్ యువర్ ఇన్ ద డెవలపింగ్ దీస్ ఆర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇంటర్వ్యూలో నో వన్ కెన్ ఆస్క్ దీస్ క్వశ్చన్స్. ఎందుకంటే యాజ్ ఏ ఫ్రెషర్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ వర్కింగ్ ఎంప్లాయీ. హౌ యూ నో లాగ్ ఫైల్స్, హౌ టు స్టోర్ మెసేజెస్? ఎందుకంటే ఇంటర్వ్యూ లెవెల్లో నాట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఆఫ్టర్ గెట్టింగ్ జాబ్ దీస్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఆర్ మ్యాండేటరీ కాన్సెప్ట్స్. అది ముందు మనకి జాబ్ రావాలి కదా, తర్వాత ఇది. కానీ where is the saved path means wherever I'm running my program, that is the path. Where I'm running D Mahesh classes is the default folder name. In this, my file is there. So in this folder, the path will be created. Suman. Wherever your .py file is there, in that directory, it is created. Log file. You got the main thing only this line number 36. Just now I'm telling what is this the basic config. ఇప్పుడు ఏం చెప్పావు ఇక్కడ అంతా? To perform logging, first we have to create a file. How to create that file? By using the function. What is the function? Basic config. అంటే ఈ లైన్ ఏం చేస్తుంది? లైన్ నెంబర్ 36. It is created one empty file with the name what it is log.txt. Internally I mentioned what it is level. Here 5 levels are there: debug, info, warning, error, critical. Which message you want to store? అంటే ప్రజెంట్ ఐ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ అప్లికేషన్ లేదు, ఏ ఎర్రర్ కూడా తెలియదు. దట్స్ ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్ శాంపిల్ థింగ్. విచ్ ఎర్రర్? ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్ వార్నింగ్. సో వాట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ టెల్లింగ్? ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ గివెన్ వార్నింగ్ అండ్ హయ్యర్ లెవెల్ మెసేజెస్. వార్నింగ్ అండ్ హై లెవెల్ ఏమున్నాయి? ఎర్రర్, క్రిటికల్. సో దీస్ 3 మెసేజెస్ విల్ బి స్టోర్డ్ ఇన్ టు ఫైల్. హౌ టు స్టోర్? ఇదిగో ఆఫ్టర్ క్రియేషన్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ ఫైల్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ మెసేజెస్. వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఫంక్షన్స్? డీబగ్ ఇస్ ద ఫంక్షన్, ఇన్ఫో, వార్నింగ్, ఎర్రర్. నేను 5 ఐఎమ్ రిటర్న్, but 5 not written. Which warning you were provided there? For example, I'm not mentioned warning. Okay, na? I am given critical. Then which messages will be stored? I'm given a high level message critical. Critical can find anything is there? Nothing. First I'm removing that file. Check it. I removed. If I run the program, it is created. Open it. Only critical messages are there. అంటే ప్రజెంట్ ఏంటంటే అసలు హౌ టు క్రియేట్ లాగ్ ఫైల్, విచ్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ మెసేజెస్ ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్. ఇఫ్ ఐ హ్యావ్ అప్లికేషన్, దెన్ ఐ విల్ టెల్ నెక్స్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. ఇన్ పైథాన్ వీఆర్ గెటింగ్ సమ్ ఎక్సెప్షన్స్. దట్ ఎక్సెప్షన్స్ హౌ టు స్టోర్ ద ఫైల్. Suppose zero division error I'm getting, value error I'm getting. Up to it is displaying in the console only. I don't want console here. If I go to 10/0, వచ్చిన message, this total message, this message, I want to store it into a file. That concept is called as how to store Python exceptions into log file. Up to it is displaying console only. I want to store permanently for debugging purpose. In the above program, only warning and higher level messages will be written to log file. If we set level as debug, then all The messages will be written to log file. Now my concept is, while execution of Python program, we are getting some exceptions. While execution of the Python program, by providing dynamic inputs, we will get any exception we are raising. For example, sir, the information provided by the class, how to provided that? Can I go with as MSG? Print. Sir, can't divide with 0. It is for console message. Along with parallelly, logging dot, what is the function? Exception. Instead, what can I pass? Message. So, along idemo console printing purpose. This is for returning to our log file. What is MSG? This one. What it is? The class and information provided by. Same story. Repeat second time. But this time, what is the class? Value error. Ikkada enter only integers. Now, a request came, total process done. I have to give request processing completed. Request processing completed. Request came. Save this, run it. First one, 10, 2. Anything is there? Nothing. Exception is not there. Go to that my log. Just it is telling us no problem. Request came, process completed because exception is not there. Starting, ending. So like that in your programming also, the complete application flow we have to maintain in this one. Now check this. I am running 10, 0. Can't divide with 0. But where is the message? That message I can store into the file. Go to mylog.txt. Idigondi. First time request came, process completed. Second time request came, division by 0, the error message, the request processing completed or not? Yes, I handled the exception. Another situation, if I go with 10 and 10, enter only integer values, go to the log file, all information I can store. This is the way how to store Python exceptions messages into the a file. By using exception function, we can write exceptions information to the log file. By using exception function, we can write exceptions information to the log file. Fifty 51. వాళ్ళకన్నా మీకు బాధ ఎక్కువైపోయిందిగా. The logging module is completed. Possible time, client IP address, everything is possible. That is, I will cover into in the new futures. I will tell those things. That is also I added. Actually, everyone telling up to here only. Advanced concept is there. ఎక్కడ ఉంది మన కంటెంట్? ఫైల్ హ్యాండ్ లాగింగ్ లాస్ట్ అనుకుంటా. యా, ఇది వాట్ ఎవర్ యువర్ ఆస్కింగ్ I provided that is also present. Just I'm telling basic logging level, how to implement logging file. ఇదిగోండి మీరు అడిగిందంటే ఇక్కడ వస్తుంది. How to format log files, that root, ఇవన్నీ ఏంటంటే some concepts are required to explain those things. That's why I'm not telling all these. This is telling in the last I will explain all these concepts. These are all very important for real time employees. అందుకే కంటెంట్ వరకు లాస్ట్ లో యాడ్ చేసాం. ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ టెల్లింగ్ ఇనిషియల్లీ నో వన్ గెటింగ్ దీస్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్. సో నౌ logging module chapter is finished. Next I will go to assertion. Tomorrow I will tell. Now we will see our example. Sir, always I am taking n equal to 3. I have to print 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Sir, if any pattern is there, in this case, 3 rows are there. And how many columns are there? Simple, sir. Up to now, yesterday you have to check it. Yesterday patterns ki this pattern, any difference is there? లేదా ఏమి? ఏంటిది? Yesterday program, check this. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Every column number changes, not changes. Column, I'm asking, not row. Every column, same symbol. First column 1, second column 1, third column 1. Row compulsory changes. Come to second row, first column 2, second column 2, third column 2. So every column symbol does not changes. Here also, first column A, second column A, third column A, symbol does not changes. But today, first column, what is the value? 1. Second column, 2. Third column, 3. And every column symbol changes means compulsory it requires 2 for loops. If every column symbol does not change, a single for loop is enough. That is the main fundamental basic logic. Because I have run loop 3 times, 3 rows. So I have to take, I will be pointing to row. J is pointing to the column. For example, in this case, n value anything you can take. I am taken 3 kabatti 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Adi I am taken 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rows, 5 values I can require. Okay, input. Enter the n value. Enter number of rows. How many rows you can require? Stored into n. Convert into integer. First tell for I in range of n. Assume that I'm given directly n value 3. So what is the values? 0, comma 1, comma 2. I should be pointing to first term 0, second term 1, 2 ante 3 rows. For j in range of n. What is the j values? 0, comma 1, comma 2. Okay. I want to print str of j. Sir, first time what is the j value? 0. First, which value you can require? 1. Can I go with str of j plus 1? Yes. Then what will happen? 0 plus 1 will be printed, comma, same line, end attribute, some space. After that, second time what is the j value? 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. Sir, once j loop is completed, 0 is pointing to first row, 3 completed, next I value 1. J will become again 0. Again it will print 1, 2, 3. Third row, again 1, 2, 3. Once j loop is completed, go to the next line. Enter number of rows, 3. Enter number of rows, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if any symbol will be changes compulsory, how many loops are required? 2 for loops is mandatory. If every column symbol does not changes, single for loop is bus. A, B, C. A, B, C. A, B, C. This is the next one. Already stars I printed na Dinesh. Yesterday stars printed completed. That's why I'm taking numbers, alphabets, these things. Star yesterday explained. For the star, single for loop is enough. Two loops are not required. Sir, what to do? ABC, 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 we can require. So A value 65, B value 66, C value 67. Now, here in J loop, 0 kabatti, instead of STR, we can go with CHR. J value first 0, 65 plus J, చూడండి, CHR, it will print corresponding character 65 plus J. Because of J value first time 0. 65, తర్వాత 66, 67. Once the J loop completed, go to I. Again 3 times values will be printed. Number of rows 3. ABC, ABC will be printed. 9, 26. All the alphabets are came. Sir, why 65? Just like that. A ASCII value is 65. J value 0. 65 plus 0 means corresponding character will be printed. CHR of 65 is nothing but A letter. If you want ORD of, you can ask A. A ASCII value 65. That's why I'm using 65 plus J. First J value is 0. 65 plus 0, 65. What is the corresponding character? A. A will be printed. Next, 165 plus 1, 66. CHR of 66. B. 65 plus 2, 7. CHR of 67. C will be printed. That's why you're using 65. So next example. The number I've given 3. I can start with 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Here every column number changes, not changes. Changes. I'm asking column. No, every column 3, every column 2, every column 1. So how many for loops are required? Only one for loop is enough. What we have to write? Sir, in this case, 2 not required, 1 is bus. What can I print? First row, what is required? 3, 3, 3, 3 required. Second row, 2, next to 1. So, can I print str of, can I go with n minus I? What is the n value first? 3. What is the I value first? 0. 3 minus 0, 3. Next I value 1. 3 minus 1, 2. Next to 2, 3 minus 2, 1 will be printed. We're going to replace, take 1. How many number of times? N number of times. This total thing, one string, star meant for repetition, n. Now, 3 I want to give. 5 I want to give. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So always you can check, concentrate on column value, not row. Row definitely changes every time. Column changes and not changes, you can check. Same symbol repeated every column, one loop. No, sir, every time symbol changes. 2 loops mandatory. ఇది చెప్పండి ఎవరన్నా. CBA. CHR is the function. What can I write internally? CHR of 60, 85, 66. 67 minus 8 or 7. 67 minus J. J value, sorry, I kada. Only one loop, sorry. 67 minus I. 0, 67, 65, 66. Completed this one. Right. 67 minus I. Sir, see this one. CHR is the function. 67 minus I came. Is it correct? Correct or wrong? Correct, correct. Correct. For example, I'm entering 5. What is the output? E. After that, D, C, B, A. That is my expected output. But what you are getting, check this. Bah, excellent. C, B, A at the rate question mark. Bond. 68 minus 0. 60. 65. No, wrong. 65 plus n and 65 plus 3, 68. Sir, ikkada problem is 67 minus I means you are always concentrating on n value 3. I'm given n value 5. Then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 values will be changes. So don't quote this one, not 65. You go with 64. 64 plus n. What is n value 3? 64 plus 3, 67 minus I. Tomorrow my n value I will change this. N value may be 5, maybe 6, maybe 7. So 65 plus n minus I you have to provide 67 అవుద్దా మీరు 65 ఇస్తే 68కి వెళ్తుంది అది చూద్దాం ఇదిగోండి సి 5 సారీ సేవ్ చేయాలి ప్రోగ్రామ్ సేవ్ 3 5 25 ఇదిగోండి వచ్చినాయా లేవా సో 64 ప్లస్ n minus I. Always you can concentrate ni with combination compulsory. 65 రాస్తే ఏమవుతుందంటే 65 plus 3 68 అంటే బిఫోర్ లెటర్ ముందు లెటర్ ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది సి తర్వాత ఏముంది డి కదా డి నుంచి ప్రింట్ అవుతూ వస్తుంది డిసిబి విల్ బి ప్రింటెడ్ బట్ ఐ కెన్ రిక్వైర్ సిబిఏ దట్స్ వై 64 ఇది చెప్పండి every column number changes not changes how many loops required 2 loops mandatory I pointing to row j pointing to the column what we can write logic or else you have to try it మీ ట్రై చేయండి మనం ఎక్కడ చెప్తాం కానీ ఈ రెండు యూ కెన్ ట్రై ఓకేనా these two you can try it because already just a small logics you have to change it 3 to 1 3 to 1 3 to 1 CBA 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 you have to print can you try it
Recording stopped.
ఆ రెండు మీరు ట్రై చేయండి those two scenarios